You say in your book, there is no history of the black man settling down with one woman and never desiring to have another. Before slavery, during slavery, or after slavery, the black man has never been recorded to have just one woman.
Right. Well, I think there's some actual facts we can look at on that. Monogamy has failed for the white man in America.
But this is like saying it's okay.
It's not me saying it's okay. This is how they're living. I'm giving you the history of what their life is. Black men haven't been waiting on me to tell them it's all right to have more than one woman. Neither have white men. You know, this is just what they do. I'm not talking about fornication and adultery. I'm not talking about one-night stands and running around rampant with other women. That's not the kinds of, when I say more than one woman relationship. I mean that before we came to America, our men had more than one wife and family. And we were satisfied with it because we had not met the monogamy idea. We had not met the American white woman who, you know, insists on certain kinds of values in her man. We had not learned envy and jealousy. All right, after coming here, those kinds of ideas were bred into us because of society and the mores that the Americans made up here, and so then we started to have problems with that. But I think that since it is apparent that most of them, not all of them, it's certainly up to the man, do love more than one woman. I got tons of mail. A lot of black men write and tell me that they have had two women for 5, 10, 15, and 20 years, and they can't even get the women to speak to each other. Sometimes they have two families.
Would I want to talk to a woman who's sharing perhaps the bed and the money and the social life with who I would deem as my man?
If you want to deal in reality, and if you are not insecure, and if you don't think that that robs you of something, you would want to know them. If he loves her, you certainly should want to know her.
There are a lot of black women out there who say,
I know they're mad about that idea. I understand, you know.
That would never hold water.
Wait a minute, that's not easy. And that's a frightening thought to most of us. And I don't like that. I'm not for that. I'm in agreement with everybody else. Our men ought to just have one woman. But that is not the reality. I'm trying to get us to deal with some reality for a change. Stop dealing with fantasy. Stop dealing with television. Stop dealing with imagination of how we wish things were. Let's deal with them how they are, what it is, present tense.
But because that's happened doesn't mean I have to like that or want to accept that.
That means that you can live in hell. That means you can live in doubt. That means that you can always be checking on your man. That means that you can be insecure and be, you know, tearful. And that means you can be disappointed when you find out the real truth. And you don't want to have that in your life. None of us do. But in order not to have that, then we have to deal with some reality and recognize that men are not limited in the way that women are. Men are able to love more than one woman. I'm not talking about, as I said, just a random sexual relationship of fornication and adultery and all of that. I mean that there are many black men who have children by more than one woman. What is to become of those children? They need their father.
But if you would cheat on me or walk out on me...
see, that's what I'm saying. We have to get into definition. Who told us that was cheating? Where did that idea come from that that's cheating? And I'm not saying that a lot of men are not just running around. I'm not talking about that. But if a woman finds out that her man has been with a woman while she's been with him for 3 or 4 or 5 years, that's a serious commitment and relationship. And if it hasn't taken anything from me, if I'm not going short of anything, and if this is what he thinks his responsibility is, then what kind of hell are you going to go through to prevent that? Since we cannot stop him, we have not been successful. The white woman has not been successful in stopping the white man from having another woman. They call them a mistress. We pick up a lot of that terminology. But a man who has 2 women, that's not necessarily a mistress. That's just his other woman. Now we got 2 choices. We can be the woman or the other woman. We don't have but those 2. Now I know we don't like that. I don't like that. You know, but that's the reality of our life at some point. Now it's up to the man. But every man doesn't want to win it, but those that do,
what about our morals and our religion?
Whose religion? Whose morals? Not our religion, because we're not practicing the religion of black people anymore. That was taken from us. We don't have our morals anymore. That was taken from us. So whose idea are you representing when you stand up for those values? Not ours. Somebody else's. Some other nationality. And it may work for them. But it doesn't work for us. It hasn't worked for anybody, really, but nobody wants to deal with the truth. Monogamy was only created because of the economics of it.
Shalom. Shalom, Sharazad Ali. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakatham, and to the 144,000 as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. Alright, and it's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch, and boy, oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna basically do a response to Elder Sharazad and holy biblical or holy Bible defenders, which is his channel. That says response to this video of Sharazad Ali makes the feminist pissed. Christian monogamy false doctrine. Alright, so yeah, man, Sharazad Ali. And this is not my first time seeing her. I just never knew her name though. But I've seen her said other things, and boy, oh boy, she's like feminist kryptonite. I ain't gonna lie. But she just only thing she was doing, she was just stating facts. AKA, she was dealing with the reality of how men operate. How men simply operate. Now she was honest. I give it to her. She was honest. She was honest. The fact that she didn't like it. I mean, but she was willing to be like, well, it is what it is, though. Most of these 99.9% of the women, she one of that 1% that actually acknowledges that shit. They're not even willing to accept it at all. They don't even think that is the thought in their mind. As Elder Sharazad, because I didn't finish his full lesson, but I watched a cool amount of it. As Elder Sharazad was saying, in his lesson about men with testosterone, bro, right? How it can go up to 1,000. Yeah, we could produce around 1,000. In ancient times, it was 2,000. So, man, Jake was swollen and horny. So it's and then the Lord he just created us. He created men to have more than one woman. All right, it just is what it is. As the scriptures goes into that. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that real fast. Yeah, let me see if I can get that real fast. Because women just don't realize that they're created for men. Like shoes, man. Shoes are created for your feet. And guess what? You can get as many pair as you can afford. Literally, as you can afford. You get some that look really nice. You get some that looks, more on the chill side or whatnot. So it's cool. Something I like to be comfortable in, walk around. Oh, when I'm going out, I'm putting this on though. Whatever. It's like women. Women, they're created for men, right? I know it's in 1 Corinthians, if I'm not mistaken, or Corinthians in general. It's either 1st or 2nd. Let me get it. It's locked in because I am kind of driving. God damn, let's say. Lucky, bro. Jake kind of, because Jake driving, so Jake gotta get to work. We don't want to pull that up. 1 Corinthians. Yeah, I know it. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 8. It says, "For the man is not of the woman, but the woman is of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man." Right? I mean, it's even in the name. Woman. What it means to be a woman. Look at the etymology online, man. It goes to being a female servant. Onto who? The man. Alright, and you can have more than just one servant. Come on. It's only in Babylon the Great where this monogamy bullcrap has been introduced, right? And and to each his own. Every Jake is like different, or at least being down here. Shit, being down here, hey, okay, one mummy, that's cool. I just think Jake just really accepted it, because let's be honest, we always gonna look at another woman like, oh, she look good, and hell, their spirit might actually be cool too. Like, damn, like, shit, because we're literally built to be able to love more than one woman, right? We're built to do that, woman or not. We can just tell by the way nature is, man. The fact that you're a woman, eggs get, they get done after a certain age, and the fact that there's no cutoff point for the man, like the man, he could bust nuts until he die, and still have kids if he want to. You could be 80, bust nuts, and still have a kid. With a woman, you can't do that. And when she's 80, them eggs are long gone. Them eggs are no good. So just even within how our body is like made, like, bro, like, hell, even nature, right? Like, my favorite one is the lion. A lion, he has multiple women. The king of the jungle has multiple women. Hell, you even go back to King David, man. King David, Solomon, right? Yeah, just like, bro, our forefathers had multiple women. We weren't just subject to one woman. Now, if you want just one woman, okay, that's your preference, though. But it's not that like, oh, we have to just have one woman. Nah, bro. That's why Isaiah 4:1 is in place, man. I'm gonna matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get it, because it's gonna bring you women back to reality, right? How you all women are created for the man, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna act like it's not a tough pill to swallow. We've been in Babylon the Great for so long, right? It's a lot of tough pills to swallow, even as a man, right? It's a tough pill to swallow, the fact that we got to suppress our manhood just to survive here, right? We can't do what we want to do to these people, right? Yeah, we can't, push the laws upon them. We can't put moles to death. A mole be sitting right in front of you making your food. Hell, they'll try to start a conversation with you. Hit you with the fruity voice. Hey, nigga, in my head, it's like, shit, in my head, I'm like, bro, man, I really don't want you touching my shit. But damn, man, you right there and I'm hungry. We gotta suppress our manhood here, man. Moving around as Clark Kent. This is hell, bro. So, shit, we got it bad, man. Women thinking they got it bad. Nah, we got it bad. Hell, y'all women has been used against us. Not the other way around. Not the man being used against the woman. No, the woman been used against the man. Been weaponized against the man. That's why you got this monogamy shit now. And polygamy is just such a bad thing. But, if any anti-Christian actually read the scriptures and realize that David had many women, Solomon had many women, hell, Jacob, he had multiple women, and these are men after the Lord's heart. Well, they were servants of the Lord. Let me say it like that. These are servants of Yahweh B'Shem Shai. The Lord was pleased with them. So it's like, dang, like, shit, like, nah, bro. The only time where we messed up is really Solomon, when Solomon went to go worship them other gods. That's when he messed up. But the part he messed up at wasn't because he had more than one woman. It was just because he served the gods of those other women. That's it. But we are built to have more than one woman. This is Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." Right? That day, Jacob's trouble. Right? A time never seen since on earth. Right? So with that being said, Isaiah 4:1, it's just a reality. It's a wake-up call to women. That's all it is. To how it's supposed to be. A man supposed to have more than one woman. All right? Being down here is really, it's not in no wicked sense, of course. You ain't just having one woman, then another woman, I'm just popping her and that's it. Nah, like, you actually treat that woman as if she's the main woman. Like, she's like your wife, pretty much. You have one wife and you have another wife. Simple as that. Right? And, brother be finding clips of this, what's it, Sharazad? Yeah, her, Sharazad Ali. She be telling it straight. Telling it straight. Well, back then, men had more than one woman. I don't know what to tell you, sweetie. I don't like it any more than anybody else. But that's how they did it. And it's only here where it's different. So, for women to even think that they're oppressed, like, bro, back then, bro, women, bro, like, I can only imagine what's that even like. Because I don't know. 2 women, you try to do that now, they just that shit is not gonna work really. And even then, we're not even in a time for that, man. We're not really in a time to be just having more than one woman, because what comes with woman? Distractions. More time you got to give. So if you have one woman, is already enough, a lot as it is when it comes to serving the Lord, let alone 2. But whatever the Lord has blessed you with what you can handle. If you can have 1 or 2 women or more and still not only be able to provide for them, but to be able to serve the Lord, keeping the main thing, then okay, it's cool. But if not, man, just don't do it, bro. Don't be simple. Oh man, I gotta have more than one woman. You have more than one wife, right? Don't be just get you a woman, then you just sitting there trying to teach them. Nah, fuck all that, man. We passed that. Do you know where you went? We in Babylon the Great, aka America, right? Which pretty much worships the woman. Anything you try to use the scriptures, man. The scriptures, bro. Esau not keeping the damn scriptures. If he was, everybody have more than one woman right now. Everybody be more of a man. Will be a man. Every woman will be more of a woman. Right? But yeah, what she's saying, I keep forgetting how to pronounce her name. Sharazad. What she's saying, man, it's facts. And I love when brothers be posting. I be seeing stuff like this. I'm like, man, that's good to see something like this. Really just shows like Lord gave her some understanding on being a woman. Some understanding. She understood that back then men shared more than one woman, and more than one woman was they were satisfied with it. But Isaiah 4:1 is just the start of that all coming back again. Before we get into the kingdom of heaven. But yeah, man, that's really all I had to say. Lord willing, y'all were edified. Just keep it in mind, like, bro, like this ain't no new concept. I know having more than one woman is not a new concept. It's a thing. It's really a thing of old. Forefathers did it. Servants of the Lord did it, and the Lord was pleased with it. Wherefore, if a woman did it, man, the Lord hated that shit. Woman, you're just not created for that. Anyways, you either accept it now, deal with reality now, or not. You can always deal with it later. Fine by me, right? Because either way, you're going to have to deal with it. But yeah, anyways, I want to end it off by saying, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Merchakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Barry Millstone. And until next time I say, Shalom, Yeshua.